Over 100 years ago, something was happening that was going to change world history. That was World War I. Men and women of all ages were involved. People from all countries were involved. Men signed up to be soldiers, to go out and fight. They left their homes. They travelled a long way. I wonder what that felt like. I wonder if they were frightened. I wonder if some of them thought they were doing the right thing or the wrong thing. They didn't know when they would be coming back. I wonder how that felt. When they got to where they were fighting, there were beautiful green fields. And they built what they called trenches at the side. These were big holes that they could hide in. And they put up extra protection, things like barbed wire. And they used to come out from their trenches into this area here in the middle to fight. This area was called no man's land. As time went on and the months passed, these beautiful green fields became muddy, churned up fields. They still lived in the trenches. They still had their barbed wire, and they still came out to fight one another. Many of those who came out to fight were injured, and many of them were killed. And maybe the soldiers on this side thought, but we know we're going to win because we're right and God must be on our side. And maybe the soldiers on this side thought, and we know we're going to win because we're right and maybe God's on our side. And maybe people are asking questions like, where is God? Is God on anybody's side? In all this fighting, can there be any peace? There was somebody who believed his job during the war was to go out and bring God's peace. This was Jeffrey Kennedy, also known as Woodbine Willie. He was a vicar, and he went out to the battlefields. And when people were injured, he would carry them back. When people were killed, he would carry their bodies back. And he also started asking some questions. Is God on anybody's side? Can there be peace when there's war and conflict? And he felt that actually God could be here, right in the middle of no man's land, with the people who were frightened, when the people were injured, and with those who were dying. And Jeffrey began to wonder, where is peace? Is there peace here? There may be peace right here in the middle of all of this. And you know, something amazing happened years later. After the war had finished, the soldiers had gone home. They were still living with all they had seen and heard. And out in these muddy fields, something incredible happened, because colour, red and green, started to appear in the muddy fields. And they realised that what was growing were poppies. And that is why we have poppies today to remember those who fought, those who were injured, and those who lost their lives in World War I.